So a friend of mine, Timmy Odu, made a post. Tilly, talk some for us. The prices of tickets to the cinema are so expensive. Now I can't even buy ticket to dash somebody. Then. And I went, I was like, theater or cinema, because cinema there is not my forte. Cinema more other people, those that do movie. Mine is theater. So and he said, yeah, the theater thing, and I was like, oh, okay. So today I'm here to talk about theater, and then the pricing of the ticketing for theater now. Usually it starts from 100, 300, 250 thereabouts, and some producers have gotten full houses repeatedly for that. And I mean, I'm not going to act as if I don't know most of it are complimentary or some of it are complimentary, but this guy is saying something. So let's talk about it for a minute now. Just in case you are not aware, now before a production is done, or before you go one Saturday with your baby boy or your baby girl to go and watch a production, just know that there has been at least 5 weeks, at least, listen to my words well, at least 5 solid weeks of rehearsals, back to back rehearsals. And these people, whenever they are coming for rehearsal, they calculate their transportation. So imagine a production that has a cast number of about, let's say, they have fun at 10. You have fun at 10, like lowest cry, you have fun at 10. The rest, you can do the calculation in your own house. So imagine you have a cast around 10, and then every time they have to come for rehearsal, mind you, wherever they are coming from, they have calculated it into the amount of money they will charge you, plus the workmanship they are doing. So you know that you are paying for it. Now all these casts are going to be paid. The costume designer, and the costume designer is not just going to provide the costume. If you are fortunate and she already has it, she can lend it to you. She is going to probably sew them or probably going to buy them. So you are paying for his or her workmanship, and then you are paying for the products they are creating as well. Then there is light and sound guys. If you are fortunate, some of these people actually have the equipment to come and set it up. But if you are not, you have to hire extra things for a production every night you decide to run. And that's not the worst of it. Sometimes, most especially for these producers, they are doing this in partnership with the National Theatre. But the partnership with National Theatre doesn't mean that, oh, National Theatre is just giving them a platform. National Theatre is either taking part of the profit, or they are paying half of the amount they are supposed to pay. So now think about it. They do all this, and then let me see if I forgot something. So I mentioned costume, sound. Oh Lord, I forgot the one important thing: the set designer, everything that they build on there. Especially if you want to do something crazy, because they once and cry about more, because then you have to use special effects people, and then special costumes, special makeup, and all those kind of things, which means that your cost keeps increasing. Now this conversation about reduce the price, me in my own small way, I think it's more fun cry, because imagine how many times a producer has to rerun a particular play before Obetenica. And it's not always true, say the more they rerun, the more they see their car, because unlike a movie where, let's say, the thing is produced, so you are showing it, you're just looking for a venue to do your promotion and then show and then make your money. When it comes to theater, you are cooking every night. So the cost that is incurred during the feeding of the cast, during the lights, the sound, the sets, all these things, you are doing it over and over again. Like you are incurring the same cost, or probably half of that cost, every night you decide to run. Say, how many times will you run before you actually get your money's worth? Like, do you get it? Like, oh man, how many times are you going to literally run before at least you get half of the money you invested in? You get it. You get why the price is very high. Also, I have seen a lot of conversation, and it's because we don't have a lot of theaters spread across Ghana, and all those kind of conversations. I get it. I understand. The MPP, they didn't hold their end of the bargain. They should have given us the theaters they promised. But you see, I keep saying that when it comes to our side of the world, theater might not be the only solution to our problems. We actually need proper sponsorship. proper sponsorship to cut down certain costs. Because as I said earlier, for a movie person, theater all over Accra, Ghana might benefit them because and to the cost that they incurred during the production, they are done also. Rerunning and re-showing in different theater halls, cinemas is a way of recouping their monies. However, for a theater practitioner, imagine, let's just do this thing. Imagine you are going to carry your cast of 10. Let's just stick to the minimum of 10 people. And then you are carrying them, including, let's even add the main crew, all of it, 10. Let's add the main crew and everything with the cast, 10. Imagine you are taking 10 people from Accra to Takoradi for a showing for 2 nights or even 1 night. Guess what? You have to take care of their hotel. You have to take care of their feeding. You have to take care of their transportation. You get it? If you are not fortunate and you don't get somebody, a hotel or something that is partnering with you to take care of all this costs, you still have to take care of the venue you are going to do this thing. So by the time you are done, yes, there's more theater, you have shown it to more people, but they come more. Because the cast you are taking them, they are not just going there for nothing. They are also hoping that as they are going, they are also making money. So think about it. Imagine you have to repeat this in Takoradi, repeat it in Kumasi, repeat it in Kofor. Like, can you imagine the amount of trouble you go through just so you can also be everywhere? So you see, it's not really their fault that they price it a certain way. People are fortunate. Sometimes certain people request for them, certain hotels, maybe they are doing a certain event, they want maybe certain schools event, they sort of request for theater production. But even that, it's not that they will make profit, or it's just because maybe they want to entertain certain people or they want to do something. Because when you look at it, theater is very costly. So when people are already and they are saying we need sponsorship, they actually really need the sponsorship, because sponsorship cuts down a lot of the cost. But unfortunately for the theater practitioners here in Ghana, most of this corporate world, they don't really understand how to even merge their products with what we do. They don't understand how all these things work. So they just see it as Charlie, we cry. Yeah, it's just like we are doing some charity work. We know we're going to want our profit back. And sometimes it is true. Certain products, you realize that they are there, but they are not making money, but they are just doing it out of the goodness of their hearts. So if they don't have the sponsorship, and sometimes you see a lot of sponsorship on a flyer, please. Some of them are products. No matter what now, even that, it cannot even take care of 1/3 of your cost. So imagine the amount of money they have to spend just to make like just half of the money. How much do you think they will price a ticket to even make that half? So I keep saying that when it comes to theater, dear, it is made for certain people, and you will be dear. If your financial does not support theater production, please don't go. If you're new there does not support theater productions, don't go. It is they have their own niche market they attend to. And now this is to the producers. The only way you can attend to your niche market and make them feel like even if you want to increase the price to 500 cedis, it's worth it, is by giving them value for their money. The quality of the production, which is why it breaks my heart when I see a production that is not solid, because then the people feel like it's not worth their money. And once they feel it's not worth their money, next time you see it dwindle in your next production when it comes to attendance. But when you give them top-notch productions that excites them, you will see that every time you call them, they come back irrespective of the price. Theater is growing here in Ghana. It has found its audience, it's trying to build its audience, but quality is the only thing that will sustain it. And I am hoping that you that you are watching, now that you've heard this, you will know that in the future when they say pay 500, you won't come and tweet at me and say, Timmy, ready, I'm sorry. I know you were hoping I'll say something for you. What? Unfortunately for you, because mind you, most of these people in the auditoriums too, you see their names on the flyers, their sponsors, their media persons, they are all getting free tickets. That is still taking money out of the organizer, the producer. And then there is the tax people sitting at the entrance calculating each ticket that comes and their profit on it. So how do you think this business will be sustained if the prices are not high? Think about it. So this is Wednesday Theater. My name is Tilly Ekenipa. Do sub to the channel, and if there's anything you have to do it now. Haslucha.